Hey, what's up? This is DJ Pro Style.
And this is Penny Delas.
And this is Teach Me Something.
Brought to you by Berkeley College.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your man Pro Style, of course.
It's Penny Delas.
And this is Teach Me Something presented by Berkeley College. And we are back with another episode. And today, if you look across from us right now, it's a blank chair there.
The script is flipped because usually it's where's Pro, but where's Maxwell?
I don't know. Maxwell is supposed to be.
My bad.
There, right on time.
Are you
right on time?
What?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I just got off. Hold on. I'm trying to.
Oh my! You rolled up con la maleta and everything?
Yeah, dog. Hold on.
Oh, you dropped the travel cushion.
What's happening?
All right, my bad.
Okay, Maxwell definitely did not just get off of the train.
I forgot, bro. I forgot.
When you said you were headed to the station, I thought
No, like for real. I was like,
where are you coming from?
I was in New Orleans.
Of course you were.
Yeah, of course. Yes, New Orleans, man. I brought y'all back some king cake though.
Okay.
Did you?
Oh yeah, because it's Mardi Gras
Okay, good.
season.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Sounds
I
like
got
something
y'all.
I can't eat because I'm on.
So he
probably.
was.
You can smell
Yeah.
it, bro.
Yeah. So he was in line. He
No.
really was traveling.
No, I
Yeah.
was for real. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I made it back for y'all, man.
Well, Maxwell hit me earlier. I'm on the way to stations, and then I was like, I don't know if Maxwell's actually, but I didn't realize he. Well, thank you for joining us.
Nah, thanks for we got to get a part 2.
Wait,
fam.
this is
a part
now.
two?
If I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
he's our first.
You
part
are
two
the
guest
first
ever.
part 2 guest.
Bet.
Yeah.
It
I
has
appreciate
been
y'all.
said many times, but they actually don't come back.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Scheduling. It's
Yeah.
scheduling. Yeah, scheduling.
I was like, oh, you
Yo,
took
scheduling.
people.
No, scheduling.
Who did you invite that
Scheduling.
didn't want to come back?
Scheduling.
By the way, that
No,
would
they
have
don't
been
want
your
to come back.
fault.
It's scheduling. What?
Somehow or another, I would have blamed it on Penny.
No, I'm hyped, man. I
So-
wouldn't have missed this for the world.
So teach
appreciate
us
y'all.
something about where you just came from.
Ooh, okay,
Oh, yeah,
so I
New
can break it
Orleans. Let's
down,
talk about it. Yeah.
For real. It's the kickoff of Mardi Gras season.
Love it.
So they're getting ready to roll the parades and the beads and what you got to do to get the bead. Like,
What do you got to do to get beads?
No, just like Google it.
Education podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We
Penny
are
wants to
teaching
know
you about
how to
Mardi
get
Gras.
beads.
No, but I'm excited though because my girl is in one of the parades for the first time this year.
Oh, that's
so
so
we are
cool.
preparing. We're decorating cups. She's a part of a parade called Cleopatra, and their signature throw, what they throw off of the parade route,
Yeah.
is these decorated cups. So
She's throwing the beads. She's not getting them.
She's throwing, yeah.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
Hopefully she's not out there
Yeah,
trying
we
to
had
get.
that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So teaching a little something, Mardi Gras. Yeah, it's.
I gotta get there. You know,
regalia.
I've traveled to a lot of places, but
All
New
over
Orleans
the world,
is
bro.
one place I haven't gone to.
I haven't either. And it's
My
been
wife
on
too.
my
She wants to go there.
Let me
It's
know.
been
I got
on my
a place for y'all to
list.
stay.
Really?
I got restaurant
we-
recommendations.
Are we taking the pod?
I mean,
To New Orleans?
If
To
we
New
want to go
Orleans?
live from Bourbon Street,
That
that'll
would
be a whole
that'd be
nother.
crazy.
We can make it happen.
We can make it happen.
All right,
I'm
let's
with
do
it.
it. No, I've always wanted to go and do like the ghost tour and
Yeah.
because the originals was filmed there, the spinoff from.
They do so much. I
Vampire
mean, there's
Diaries,
just so
all
much history and just so
Yeah.
much lore. Throughout the city that it's just
Yeah.
you got to experience it once. It doesn't have to be Mardi Gras. A lot of people make the mistake. They go down there for the first time during Mardi Gras, and that's a lot.
No, I want to go see the history.
Go on a random
Yeah.
weekend, and you be
I'm
good.
just trying to go. I want to go see where like Lil Wayne and everybody's from.
Bro.
Yeah. Go see the museum. Go see the museum.
Ninth
Ooh,
Ward.
all right, Waldy. All right.
Just come to there cranking some. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I'll
Cash
let
money.
you go on that adventure on your own,
not coming?
and I
What?
will be on the ghost tour.
I'll go to the Ninth Ward while you try to get some beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck to both of y'all. Like, for real. Oh man. But yeah, I wouldn't have missed this for the world. No.
All right.
No.
All right, so welcome to the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Good Burger. Can I take your order? We are shifting to part 2 because part 1 we spoke about
His
the
path to radio,
illustrious
right?
career and trajectory that Maxwell has had, adversities,
Yes.
being, one of a kind
Yeah.
in all shapes and forms in terms
And
of
sticking true to
demo,
himself,
geo,
yeah.
all
That's
of
it.
that.
If
and,
you guys haven't seen Maxwell's the first episode, go back and look at it because his journey is an amazing journey.
It's
top,
crazy.
top
Thanks,
of
man.
the top
Appreciate
of this season, and you did give us a lot of takeaways. We also shouted out Shelly Wade.
Yeah.
Shout out to our girl Shells, who was one of your mentors and
Someone I looked up to.
pillars. So we said at the end of that episode that you were going to come back and now talk about the other side of your career because we all need to know, and by we, I mean me, in terms of how you got to be a Nick kid and
Yeah.
your insane trajectory through Nickelodeon. I mean, everything you do, you host award shows and you do all these. You just did a takeover here at iHeart. So we want to get into all of these things, but let's start with
Maxwell
Good Burger
checks
because
all the boxes.
All the boxes.
Yeah,
I tried.
He makes sure.
Yeah, I promised you I wouldn't Google, and I haven't.
Okay, good.
So I've been in suspense.
Fresh, clean slate.
What were you trying to Google?
He said to not
I
look
said
it up.
just don't look up stuff because I didn't
Like
want
what?
her to
What
already
did you
be
want her to
prepared.
look up?
Just like the
His
story.
origins.
I didn't want her to like go through and like do the research.
He told
I
me
just wanted
wait
to be
for
surprised.
the episode. So we have
I kept
no
asking because I was
script
gonna.
today.
That's the second time you've almost hit me throwing
We
it. Like, yeah. First of all, Penny doesn't realize that when you throw if Penny wants to do the whole throwing the script in the air thing.
No.
but
I try to mimic you. It doesn't come out
Penny's
as well
biggest
as it's
mistake
supposed
is
to.
like when I did it,
Yeah.
I make sure it's not stapled.
Yeah.
So that when you
part.
throw it.
No. Yeah.
Penny's the
other
type
paper-
that would go, this is a whole different conversation, but she's the
Yeah.
type who would get like a stack in a strip club and throw the whole stack instead of throwing the singles.
Again, we are an
Gotta be one at a
education
time.
podcast.
All right? Don't
Let's
throw it
cut
all
the
at
strip
once.
club
Don't throw it all
part
at once.
out. Thank you.
And he throws a book. He doesn't throw the paper.
Well,
like
it was
this.
The
stapled.
whole man.
Listen, it was meant to be theatrical.
Wow. That
Because
it
we
was.
did it in your episode, and
That
then I
it
had no
was.
notes.
Well, you don't want any notes. I'll break it. I'll break it
No,
down.
you
My,
said don't look it
yeah.
up. No script, no notes. This is authentic, just like you.
And let me see. I think the first place that we should start was for a while. I don't know if y'all remember. We had a Nickelodeon radio station with iHeart, Nick Radio. It was kind of like a Top 40 Junior. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was everything that we played on our Top 40 radio stations. Matter of fact, the moniker was All the Hits, All the Slime. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
wow.
Nickelodeon. So it was like we're playing
Okay.
everything from at the time, the Fifth Harmonies that were popping off. We had a launch party where it actually was, who performed at the launch party? Cody Simpson. Remember when Cody Simpson was doing music?
Oh, wow.
It was him and yeah, I think it was Fifth Harmony. We got Slime, did the whole thing. That was our launch. But my role on our Nick radio station was just to be another DJ on the station. But going back to what we were saying last time, like I think all three of us can relate. We don't want to just be just a part of a radio station. We want to try to find a way to elevate, to challenge
Right.
ourselves, to do more. Just
Purpose.
to yeah.
Yep.
What is going to be my true role and purpose for being here? And I kind of realized shortly after the launch of Nick Radio that we didn't really have like a face for the brand. It was just meant to kind of be background noise, something that the parents could turn on and just let the kids vibe out. And it was just, but I thought I was
Something
like,
safe, though.
something
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
You're like, something's missing.
And I was like, something is, how could I step into this role and be like a traditional radio station, like the morning show person? I was doing the evening show, but I was like, how can I be the face for this brand? And that, I think, took a lot of people, not only that were programming the radio station, but some of the Nickelodeon executives by surprise, because I don't think that they were prepared to have somebody who wanted to do more. It was just kind of meant to be collaboration between iHeartRadio and Nickelodeon that was just going to kind of be like, all right, it's going to be our way into the kid radio space, almost like radio.
Let's check that box. Let's just check that. Yeah, yeah.
So when I realized about like 6 months into it, I was like, man, how can I shake it up a little bit? How can I make some noise? And I went to one of the Nick executives at the time that was with the Nickelodeon music team. His name is Doug Cohen. And I told Doug, I was like, hey, man, we need a face for this radio station. Let me brand a show. Let me create benchmarks. All the things that we do on our radio shows regularly, I thought, why can't I do this for Nick Radio? And, some of it was, next time you guys are doing these TV shows, why do you have like a random DJ that you hire that's an actor when it could be DJ Maxwell, branded Nick Radio? Here I am in the background of iCarly. You know what I mean? Like that could be our way to keep it all under the same umbrella. When it's, when it's Good Burger, when it's these movies things, like why does it have to be just some random other actor that's back there playing a part?
Have an actual integration.
An actual way to tie, to integrate Nick Radio into the shows. I was trying.
Elevation.
And then it totally was like, wow, for them. I think they were like, yo, that's wild. So that led to me first being able to host all the like the green carpet and the orange carpet award shows that we were doing at like Kids Choice Awards, Kids Choice Sports Awards. So here I am out there representing Nick Radio as a true face and talent for the brand at these other Nickelodeon events. And I think that really was kind of like, okay, we got something going here. And it continued. It just continued. There were opportunities after opportunities that I was just blessed and fortunate enough to be the one to step into those roles. And yeah, and then I was seeing the other part that was really dope was I was seeing a lot of the people that we would see in radio at these other events. So it would put them at ease when they would be at a Nickelodeon event, and they would be like, "Oh, Maxwell, what are you doing here?" Because they would see me when I was working at Z100, and they would 2 weeks prior, they would come in and they would do like a jingle ball, and then next thing you know, I'm at the Kids Choice Awards, and here comes Zendaya. She's like, "Weren't you just a Nickelodeon? Oh, what's up, Dad?" And all that. I think that the Nickelodeon execs, they were starting to see that.
All that synergy.
All that synergy. They're like, dude, let's roll with it. And yeah, so that was kind of how my role within Nick Radio truly blew up. It was just trying to be that person that could make it make sense. I don't know. I always had the mentality why can't it be me? Why if that like I said, that DJ is some actor on iCarly, why can't that be me? If I can make it make sense and make it easier for the Nickelodeon people, I was like, I'm SAG-AFTRA, you know what I'm saying? Cut me that check, you know what I mean? And then
it's still going on, right?
Yeah. It's still a little bit. I do a little bit more live events with Nickelodeon.
Are they still doing the radio thing?
No longer. So we ended that after about, I think, 8 years. Was Nick Radio.
I was just about to say, you should be like the PD for that.
I know, right?
And I tried.
Yeah.
And I tried. I'm not going to lie.
Say, you'd be great at that.
I tried. Well, thanks, dude. I tried. But it got to the point where the contract was ending. CBS and Viacom, they shifted how they're doing everything in that world. Yeah. It's a whole nother thing. I still do a few live events for Nickelodeon. Hosting Slime Fest was one of the concerts that we hosted. Is that me going off? See, I'm coming off the plane. My phone ain't even off. Rude as hell, dog.
No, it's all
good. It's all right. We can cut this out. You want to take the fuzz off your sweater?
Oh, no, I got it. Shoot, come on. I'm fresh off a flight. This is true.
That's what you're focused on, the fuzz on this sweater?
I have a hyper focus thing that when I see one
she does.
thing,
she'll be saying she picks at me as I'm
Yeah.
Listen, that's what a sister does. I got you.
Good looking out.
You know?
Yeah, but it led to a lot of live events. I built relationships with the actors. You know what I'm saying? Keenan and Kel became friends of mine. So when it came time for Good Burger, the reboot for the movie that they were doing, they were like, "Yo," I hit him with a text. "Do you need me to do anything?" He was like, "Bro, you want to be in them?" It's like, "Of course I want to be in them Good Burger too. This is crazy."
Yeah.
All right, let me put you in touch with the casting director. They did a solid and kind of said "This is a dude. We're gonna get you in a prominent extra role." I got to sit on the set. I was hanging out with Gronk and Keenan and Kel the whole day.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so you can catch me for half a second in the movie. But a lot of it, just kind of stemmed from wanting to do
takes a lot of time for that one half a second, right?
Dude, takes a lot of that was
how many hours?
Low key, I almost got in trouble for that too.
Really?
I'll take you behind the velvet rope on that.
Okay, let's
I
go.
was at Z.
Exclusive, guys.
Yeah, this is exclusive.
We need an exclusive jingle.
And I took a half day. Use a PTO. I took a half day because I thought it was oh, dude, my call time was 6 a.m. So I'm like, oh yeah, they're literally I was only supposed to be an hour or whatever. So after my show the night before, hopped the train, went to Rhode Island where they filmed, and they at the time, excuse me, we were off. I was on the set 6 o'clock, but I didn't realize fully how long it was going to take. Like you said, it takes forever for a 10-second shot. They confiscate our phones. They take everything because at that time the movie was fully under embargo. And I'm sitting up there. I'm watching the clock tick, and I'm like, wait a second. All right, I got to be back at the radio station at 2 o'clock to do my show. Here we are at 11. It's 11:40. They haven't called me yet. It's 11, and my phone was gone, so I couldn't let my PD know. And he was like, bro, it sent the whole, because he was like, where are you? And I try not to be that person that just kind of disappears, you know what I mean? So it's I didn't hear from you. We didn't know what was going on. Blah, 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 blah.
Did you make your show or no?
Oh, no, man. We didn't finish rapping until
nighttime.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It was crazy.
Who did your show? Just nobody?
I think we ended up having to find a random fill-in or something. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Wow.
Maxwell.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. And then when it's when I finally got my phone, it was a full ass lockdown. We couldn't talk about. I had to sign NDA to even say that I was going to be in the movie, all that stuff. So
it's crazy. Have you ever been to a filming of any sort of movie or anything like that?
It was nuts.
I was an extra.
Yeah.
I wish I remember it. I was so young when I did it.
We got to find this video.
Yeah, this was in Florida. This is when I was in Orlando. Very young. I still wasn't, maybe not even in high school, or maybe in the beginning of high school. But anyway, my sister was modeling for Reebok and doing something with Disney out there, and they were filming one of those shows, but I knew nothing of it. I didn't watch any of this stuff. So, but she was like, "Hey, this guy's doing casting for your age group. You should do it." So, of course, my mom forces me to go. So I go. I have like no interest, to be honest with you, to doing that. So anyway, I ended up getting like casted to like sit there. I was like, they're going to pay me? I was like, cool.
Cool.
But I got to actually see how it works. And it's crazy. So like I sat at a table with like 3 other people acting like we were talking. Like you're not actually talking.
No.
Like nobody gets it.
You're saying like the same word over and over again.
Everyone is sitting in there just like,
yeah. Blue bananas. Yeah.
fake laughing, da da da,
100%.
and just listening, and then they're telling you like you can't look over, you can't look at the cameras, you can never focus on your table, blah blah blah. It's crazy. So I got
100%.
I did it once, and I was like,
And it lasted forever though. Like you said, I had no idea that it was
that
going to be
one
that long.
scene they shot like 3 or 4 times, and it was like wow. It took like 2 hours for like you're saying like a 1
show
minute
tapings for
Show
a
tapings
30-minute episode. You're there for
Because what I didn't realize,
7-8
not
hours.
to derail the convo, is like, you know what I mean? So say, for instance, there needs to be a camera that's catching the dialogue
So you're
going
doing
this
the blocking.
way. And then it's like, all right, we got to flip the whole thing around and do it again to catch it going this way. Another part that was really funny was I was with Gronk, who is amazing. Dude, you know, anybody that knows Rob Gronkowski, dude is hilarious. He was the one that was speaking, but I'm with him the whole time. We're eating cold, fake hamburgers, pretending like we're chewing on French fries. He's over here, we just BSing like, man, this French fry is delicious, even though they made it at 10 a.m. yesterday morning. Like, we're just joking and stuff, and it would be like, all right, cut, Gronk, you can't make jokes because we can still pull it up. So we were joking. We were kind of like the problem child on the set for a little bit, you know what I mean?
Were you like really eating, or did you have a spit bucket?
No, we were really eating. They were grilling like real burgers. That's one thing.
Wow.
They were really grilling burgers on Good Burger too, which was fire. But then Keenan, because he knew me, I was in the scene with Gronk, and he would come over, and it's a part where he's like pretending like he's cleaning, but eavesdropping on something that's happening. So he kept on like spraying me with water, like, you know what I mean? Just because it wasn't nothing that was in the script. It's just his genius of being an ad-libber and being what he does on SNL and has done in Nickelodeon for his entire year, or his entire years that he's been doing it. So it was like a whole thing, but it was like, all right, now we got to wipe down Maxwell's face because I'm all wet, and he's got a mad continuity. It was like all kind of stuff. But so it took a lot longer, and I really got in trouble. I mean, I was like, dang, dude. I was like, but I couldn't tell y'all that I was here.
What were you doing all day? Well, I ate burgers, and it was a great day.
It was a great day. So that's how I got to doing Good Burger. But it was, to go back to it and to kind of wrap up this part of it for y'all, it was just the wanting to be able to represent for where I was. Kind of like we were saying on part 1. It's like I just wanted to be that person that was able to elevate what I was doing, also just to make the team a little bit bigger or more established. And that's how I felt with Nick Radio. I was like, there's got to be somebody. We can't just be a random radio station.
Yeah.
Like, put
and
me
that
on
comes from passion. You were passionate about what you were doing.
Did they have kids hosting on that?
No, it was myself. It was Wendy Wild. Wendy was one of our jocks out, and it was mostly like a pre-recorded. We would just go in and just like kind of do it. But I just knew that it had to be more. It just felt like it was just this uncharted territory. Because I would see it, I would just be like, why?
Now it's like Kids Bop, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Kids Bop.
Yep. So that was it was fun, but that was just my step into more of the hosting in the kids entertainment. I got cast as DJ Maxwell on a show that they had that ran for 2 seasons. It was kind of like a little sitcom that they called Make It Pop.
Yep.
And it was all about a group of kids who went to a private boarding school and they formed their own K-pop group. And in the episodes that I got to do for that, I was the DJ in the fictional world, you know, which is all the stuff that I was seeing. I was like, why shouldn't it be a random actor if it could be DJ Maxwell from Nick Radio? So they built this into the script for Make It Pop.
That's so cool.
And it was crazy. And you know what I mean? Yeah, so it was dope. And they played the episodes I did.
These episodes out.
Yo, they're out there. Yeah, I should have brought y'all with the clips. But it's fun.
Google it right now.
But I love that. I mean, you know,
it was bigger. I just wanted to be
advocating
bigger.
for yourself, having a vision.
Thank you.
Fighting for that vision and becoming a brand ambassador, not just for you, but where the brand could go.
That's exactly
and
what it was.
it's using your network, which is your net worth. And we spoke about it in season 2, episode 2 is your episode. And that seems to be the theme throughout this whole season. It's networking and relationship building, and it comes up in every episode. And it's something that we continue to drill in.
It's the most important.
Just because,
the most important. I mean, obviously, it's what you do when that opportunity presents itself, what you do to prepare for when that opportunity presents itself, how you're able to deliver. You know what I mean? It's obvious all the things that we worked for, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's fighting for yourself to say like, hey, take a chance on me, and I promise you it's going to deliver for a reason that you maybe didn't think of. Or if you did think of it and I'm not the right fit, cool. At least I didn't go to sleep thinking to myself, damn, I should have said something. And then it, bypasses you, and then it's somebody else doing it. And I'm sitting at the house watching Make It Pop, and it's some random ass actor like doing what I could have been doing. if I would have just spoke up. So, and through that, I met some really cool, some really amazing, talented actors and kids, and that kind of, stoked the fire for me to want to do a little bit of, more learning how to act and be in front of a camera.
Is that your next step?
Man, bro,
Getting out of your comfort zone. And
I think
yourself?
so, dude. I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to. I mean, I love being able to. I think not necessarily because I want it to be me, but just I just love the challenge, and I love thinking like, yo, if I can take this on and I can accomplish it, it's just gonna be another tool in my toolbox that I could do. That forward pushes whatever team it is that I'm on in a different revenue earning avenue. And it's like, if I could be that dude, like,
and
what
it's
I'm
still
saying?
the creative pathway.
Why not?
Why not me? Right?
Why not me?
Yeah.
Why not me? If he can do it
Yeah.
on radio, that
Why
was
not me?
your mantra
That was
in
my mantra.
college.
That's
So
exactly it.
Yeah.
Exactly it.
It definitely goes back to what I always say, which is the answer is no if you don't ask.
exactly.
Straight up,
Yeah.
bro.
I tell people that all the
Yeah.
time.
And
The
if it's a
answer is
no, ask
always
someone
no.
else.
If you don't ask,
You never know.
Someone
Don't
else
ask
is
the
gonna ask,
answer.
and they're gonna get that yes, and you're just gonna be sitting at the house like, damn.
I've literally
man.
got to where I'm at today, just asking the questions that nobody else. And
But also, you deliver when you're asking for that
Yeah, yeah.
opportunity.
well, of
You
course,
come through.
yeah.
You
Well,
come
you don't
through.
ask for something you're not ready or you don't
Correct.
want. That's
Correct.
so. Let's
Yeah.
not go out there and just
Yeah.
start asking questions.
Correct.
Can I do this? Can I be the CEO?
But it's
of the
also
company?
advocating for yourself. But it's also,
Yeah.
walking the walk, right? Like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
proven
Mhm.
that I can do this.
Yeah, and
Right. And it's building that trust.
Building that trust. It's
Yep.
building that trust with whoever it is that you're working with, the artists. And that was another thing that really helped within that world was, especially with the artists and stuff I was doing with Nick Radio, was I was now in a different world with the same artists that I was in over here. So the artists already had that trust. So when they came to the Nickelodeon side of things and they saw a familiar face, they saw somebody. I mean, we were doing events with Flo Rida. We were doing events with Zed, with
Yeah.
T-Pain, with BB Rexa, Louis Tomlinson, One Direction guys. But it was all people who I had relationships with in this world. So it made them that much more comfortable when they were over here, when they saw a familiar face. And I think that for the executives that weren't used to that, they were
was
like,
that
oh
trust.
my God. It was that
Yep.
trust. So it was like, oh, so if we can get Maxwell to come and do these things, all the time, I was like, this is all I'm asking. I just want to be that person there so I can make sure that you get delivered the best product ever. All the stuff we did with Teen Nick Top 10, I didn't even talk about that when I was with Nick Cannon. You know what I mean? It was like we were working with Nick, and Nick was like, I know you, dude. Like,
what that's called is passion, right? So what Maxwell has is a passion to over deliver, and
For sure.
and he takes his responsibilities seriously, and he gives his best at all times.
Thanks,
and he
man.
wants.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
But
you can see. I hear it all the time. I've told you this before, and he knows. Like in the backgrounds or in conversations I have, I always talk about Maxwell of how, how good he does his show, and he does stuff on the radio I won't do.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Well, and vice versa. Like, I mean,
well,
again,
everyone brings their own element, right?
Yep.
But like Maxwell's very hands-on, very he's always on the phone talking to the people. It's something that you would definitely want. As actually, I'll say if I was a programmer, but as a programmer
now, I know. My guy
So
is hours.
it's something,
Shoot.
but it is something that you actually
Yep.
look for, right? Where you don't want a lazy talent, right?
Right.
He's the total
Talent
opposite.
acquisition
He's
goes
an
above
over
and beyond.
deliverer.
But,
Yeah.
Listen, if I was lazy, I
In my
promise
head, though,
you-
as a programmer, I have so much going on because I'm hearing him talk, right? And I'm like, you have a lot of these. I'm like, whose phone numbers do you have? Like, that's good.
Right?
The conversation
What's
after
your
this.
Rolodex look
because-
like?
yeah, 'cause,
Open your phone and I'll
we're-
open mine.
We're working on all these shows, and like, listen, on this side, I'm connected.
You know
To
what's
your side-
interesting? The wheels are turning, but while we record our episodes, I just want to say, Pro's phone does
Been
not
going crazy.
stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I
And then
know.
he'll pause the show and be like, sorry, French Montana was texting me. I'm like,
that's why I
okay.
was like, let me turn my alerts back
The
on
vibe,
because
yeah.
I know I know
have,
you.
I gotta take the vibrating sound off, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Dude,
But no,
stay down.
you spoke
In the
about.
music industry, there
yeah.
is no hours, right?
No.
As you
No,
know,
there are
It's
no
like-
hours. Yeah, you're always
I can show
on.
you my text messages. Like they were flowing right through midnight, right into like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. People were hitting because everyone's doing something at that time. Even though I'm sleeping, I wake up and I always
You're
Still,
wake
they
up.
come
Pro.
to you. They come to you because you're that dude, and that's
Papa
what
Pro.
that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
Is like I just want to. And what I love about being around.
You are Papa Pro. Everyone
real.
goes to Pro.
That's what I love about being here
Yeah.
in New York is that I have so many amazing peers that you know what I mean. That I just love the work ethic. I love what y'all have done for yourselves and how hard you worked. And it's like we're not around no rookies around here, and it's like it's so dope just to see how everybody moves, and that keeps me driven to want to do bigger and more. And that's all. I mean, I kind of adapt to the environment, and that's all I'm trying to do.
That's awesome.
No, but it's also, you spoke about brand strategy. You spoke about elevation. You spoke about amplification. You spoke about self-advocacy, and all of those are great attributions, and that's why your partnerships continue to excel, because you bring value to the table and you put yourself behind everything you do.
That's all you can do. I mean, especially in our world where there are a lot of people who want the opportunities that we're, blessed to get, that we are handed at some points in time, but also opportunities that we work towards receiving. And the last thing I want to do is fumble the bag. And that's going to happen. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. It's whatever. But as long as I know that I'm doing my best to be that person that that whoever it is that's putting together whatever project it is calls on, then I know I'm going to step up to the plate. We had a big thing not too long ago where we did our very first ever live broadcast with Madison Beer. We broadcasted on all the iHeartRadio Top 40 stations on our.
That was insane. The
was
social
nuts.
coverage for that
was crazy.
Tell us the scoop
Yeah,
behind the scenes, because you were giving some teasers.
Man, I was nervous, I'm not going to lie, because I knew what the magnitude of what it was. It's our first time ever with iHeart partnering with TikTok. I mean, we went live on TikTok at the same time that we were live on all these radio stations. And I mean, the TikTok platform, as you know, there's billions of people.
How was that
Shout
partnership?
out to iHeart. I just want to say that.
Yo, shout out,
Right?
for
Shout
real.
out to iHeart.
That was extremely innovative and strategic.
We're going to get Bob up here.
For real.
We're going to get Bob
Yeah,
on
he'll
this.
tell
Yeah.
you, bro. Like,
We're going to get Bob. I got to
that's that
get
next
Bob
level
on the
thinking.
podcast. That's the one I'm
Let's
going to
do
come like fully prepared.
Yeah. There ain't going to be no paper throwing over the shoulder.
Like, you need a script. I'm like, script.
Yeah, right?
I have
Let's
a
go to page-
binder.
Yeah, exactly. You got a little tabs
Because you talk
outside
about,
the-
and not
Yep.
not to take anything from any other company out there,
Nah.
but just iHeart continues just to set
level up, bro.
the level and the expectations at another level.
I mean, it was insane. The room setup, like the glass, having her in the middle, everything you were.
There was so much stuff that was
go
happening.
to the iHeart Instagram. Go to
see it
in
everywhere.
Maxwell's house Instagram, and
Yeah.
you'll see all of the reels. It was really
Everything.
cool.
Everything.
Yeah.
Just to know that it was a part of our first ever collaboration, really in that magnitude with TikTok. There was a lot I had some conversations where people were like, look, this is our first time doing this. Not trying to, say don't screw it up, but don't screw it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like if it goes wrong, they might not ever come back to us.
Yeah.
But if it goes right, it could be something. And all the while people were, and I was having these, conversations, watching the emails flow. I was like, trust me. Like, you know what I mean? But I felt that confidence in myself because I knew I was telling, myself and not so many words to everyone I was communicating with up the food chain was like you guys put me in this position because I can hit this home run for y'all. And I promise you I'm gonna do that for you. Because with Madison, she and I have a relationship and a friendship that was extremely comfortable, that was gonna set her at ease, with the magnitude of what was going on. I mean, it's literally all of TikTok was gonna be watching this. You know what I mean? And we knew that, but I also knew that I could deliver, and to have it be something after the fact that it actually did, and we nailed it. When
That's
I tell
awesome.
you, it was. I think that I want to say I think that the numbers were almost like 250,000 people were watching. It was like 92 something.
So for anybody watching this right now or listening to it, can they go back right now and because it lives now.
It lives
right?
now. It's like if you Google or you go hop on TikTok and type in iHeart Madison Beer, like you're gonna see social media clips that we pulled from it. We ran. We played some of our brand new music, but it just was
Does
really
the stream live somewhere?
the full half an hour stream. I'm not 100% sure,
Okay.
so I don't want to say that. But I mean, we have so many.
All right. Well,
social clips that are
Madison's
out there.
people, let us know.
Madison's people get at me. I mean, we got clips that are out there for the world to have, and just,
Well, because if listeners ask and they're demanding it,
they're demanding it. They want it.
we can
They-
send
and
it. Yeah.
It was so dope to have been the person that helped deliver that. Again, it's not because it was me. It was because I knew that I would be the best person for that inside.
You know what? So let's ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
So for people, because I've been on that side of the chair, right,
Yeah.
where you have all this pressure on you,
Yeah,
right,
very much
and
so.
you're about to. I used to deal with it every week when I was doing 106 in Park.
Yep.
Just as the DJ, because then they started having me almost like a co-host with them, where I got lines and I'm reading the prompter, and then just knowing and at this point there was 1 million viewers every single time on the show, like 1 million people are about to see you. And they'll tell you.
They'll tell you.
You got the script. Are you good? Are you sure? Don't mess it up.
Yeah.
The words are moving. What goes, for the people listening, what goes through your head right before you go live, like in these moments? How do you relax
Wow.
yourself? Like,
How do you
what do you
center?
start thinking? You know,
I do think don't screw it up. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna front. Like I'm like, man, all right. I do think don't
Mm.
screw it up. But also at that time, I think, and it went through my mind this most recent time is like I'm in this position for a reason. Like I'll be good.
Yeah.
Like trust in yourself, trust in
Yeah.
your ability that it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Just like
and then once it gets going,
once it gets going, then
that's it.
Then that's
Yeah.
it.
It's-
Yeah. It's that
the
first
real adrenaline
jitters,
rush and the
yeah.
jitters are always right in the
Right.
beginning.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
after that
No, yeah,
second
yeah.
sentence.
I
Like
remember
before
the
I
first
do
time-
like a
Bro.
public speaking,
Yeah.
I always get the jitters before I'm doing something live.
Yes.
But then once you're there, that's
It's a
it.
wrap.
So this
It's
is
a
something
wrap.
that we all
it's
feel the same.
You both nailed it. That's exactly it. Like
Every time.
every time.
Every
It
time.
don't matter. It could be a
Every single
powerhouse, it could be a
time.
jingle ball, it could
Yeah.
be a K2 Euphoria. As soon
Yeah.
as whatever
Yeah.
it is that you're doing, but once you get past that first like, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to iHeartRadio Live.
That's
it.
I'm Maxwell. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're just like,
I
Yeah.
did one of those. I think it was with Cal. I did one with T.I. and I did one with Khaled where I had to host them in the iHeart Theater and it was
How
being
was it?
broadcasted,
everywhere.
on all the radio stations. It's nerve-wracking because,
Yeah.
like you said, leading into it, you're going over the scripts with everybody. There's a full team. So, that, once you realize everyone's focused on you, like this
Yeah.
was, and there's like 50 people.
And you're like, what?
You're like,
What?
and you're going through the whole script, and this is what's going to happen at this point, and da-da-da, and you have to say this and mention this and turn this way and look at that camera for da-da-da, and all that's
It's
going
a
through
lot
your
of
head.
pressure.
And then you go live, and then
And then
so
it
when
just
you're out
works.
there, you're just like trying to calm myself down,
It
slow
was-
the
it was a-
heartbeat down.
It was a
Woosah.
lot. And then just when I started to think about, and
Mm-hmm.
I tried not to, but it was impossible to not think about the fact that all of TikTok, like they were like, yo, this is going to go, there's going to pop up, that's going to pop up on the front page of TikTok. And then what was wild was like, after it was done, we all hugged it out. It was, the numbers, we crushed it. So proud
so
of
cool.
myself, proud of the team that made it happen, everybody from top to bottom. The thing that hit me the craziest when I realized, I was like, damn, this is a big deal, is I got a text from my sister in our family group chat, and she was like, "Not my nephew. His name is Trayvon, 17 years old, young dude. He's on TikTok.
Watch you on TikTok.
My bro. When I tell you, pro style,
Just watch you on
he
TikTok.
was like, he came running into my sister's house. He's like, not Trayvon running and knocking on my window in the bedroom, saying like, why is Uncle on TikTok sitting next to Madison Beer with like 300,000 people? And like but he had no idea because
Yeah.
it was
And you were like,
absent-minded.
forget my entire career. This is my made it moment.
This is my
Yeah.
maiden mode. I'm cool with my nephew. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like, it's wild. You know what I mean? But if you allow yourself to think about that and let that pressure build on you, then you're going to crumble. But I just, it's
Yeah.
okay to be nervous in that moment. But once we did it, it was just like, dude, this is it. And we had a blast. And I'm hoping and I'm thinking. And from what I understand, there's going to be more opportunities that we're going to be able to level up with iHeart and TikTok and
well,
build
those
that. And that's all it
partnerships,
is.
yeah.
That's
like
all
I
it is.
said, shout out to iHeart. The partnerships that they've created and they're building and they continue to build
Bonkers.
are next level.
And I just love being a part of it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all it is. Because again, it goes back to everything we said at the very first episode. Why
Yeah.
not me?
Mhm.
Like, why should it be
Why
somebody
not
else?
me? If you can do
Yeah,
it.
if you could do it, I could. I promise you, I can. I promise you. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna prepare myself enough. And if I don't, then it's okay. It's not the end of the world. There's somebody that was better for that position, and it wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
And for anybody watching or listening right now, remember these words. If you do not ask, the answer is always going to be no.
That
Simple
needs-
and plain. So if
bold
you've
letters.
been sitting on something you want to do, maybe you want to go to your boss, ask for a raise. Maybe you want to go to the head, whoever, the manager, and say, hey, I want to upgrade to this position, or can I do this, or can I do that? The answer is no if you don't ask.
Right.
Always and forever.
Yeah, it's advocacy, but it's
Mhm.
also preparation.
You'd be surprised
Go
how
in
many
there,
times.
have a pitch prepared,
Yeah.
have your data in line, whatever
Have the
the
facts
case
down,
may
yeah.
be.
Oh, I
That's
definitely I
Be
learned that young
prepared.
too. Like, so when
Be
you ask
prepared.
for something, be prepared. Yeah.
Be prepared.
I would ask for things back in the days. I remember like on radio, even when I came to New York,
Yeah.
and I started doing afternoons on Power 105, and the PD at that time was Cadillac, right?
Yeah.
Cadillac. I did my research. He's a numbers person, right? He was a numbers person, strictly numbers, right? Great guy. So I wanted to mix on my show for more time than I was mixing. So I went and started, I went into the ratings. I found out what the ratings were. I said, what are the ratings when I'm mixing? What are the ratings when I'm not mixing? Da, 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 da. I broke it down on paper, why we should mix longer, why I should move this commercial break to this, blah, blah, blah. Laid it all. He looked at it. He said, yeah, it sounds like a great idea to me. You should do it. Start next. When do you want to start?
When do you wanna start? Like, go-
Immediately.
Yeah.
This is
And then
what,
you're like,
this is
oh,
what I want to call
okay.
it. Blah, blah, blah.
Done.
And
Had it.
there you go. I left that room saying, got it done.
Got it done.
But if I never asked, it would have
Right.
never happened because they'll just allow you to do what they tell. If you do what they tell you to do and that's it, then that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
if
it's
you-
gonna
if-
be.
If
That's
you,
true.
If you ever want to excel and do more, you have to ask. If the answer is no, it's cool. Maybe it'll come later, whatever the
Yeah,
case
exactly.
is. But you have to sometimes be willing to,
Carpe diem.
yeah.
Damn.
Seize the day.
Yes.
But also, it's about, doing your research
Yeah.
and
You're
having
prepared, Emma.
mentors
Mhm.
and, pick a brain, ask questions. That's something that I always say that I'm so grateful, not just to both y'all, but everyone here at iHeart, is everyone is so open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's so open-minded and willing to learn and willing to explain and that growth mindset. Like, it's so cool
It's
to see
real.
the synergy between
It's real around this
Berkeley
building.
and iHeart, because
Yeah.
that partnership, this partnership has synergized on that. It's everyone's open to be creative and how can we elevate? How can we build to the next level? And me coming in the booth and be like,
Yeah.
Maxwell, I loved what you did on social. And you telling me, hey, so this is how I did it. This is what I was thinking. This is
Yeah.
what you got to do. And then sitting with Pro and what do you think about this? And these different, revenue streams or business alignments, things like that. So it's so cool that we can have this dialogue and have these, like next level
Yeah.
to the
That's
business
what's
And hopefully
relationships.
somebody,
And
at the end of the day, hopefully
Yep.
there's somebody listening or watching it motivates them to get to that next step.
Yeah,
That's all-
that's
all we
one-
could do.
I mean, all it takes is one person, man. I mean, we're doing what feels right in our hearts,
yeah.
and it's really like it's amazing when you just know that you're doing what's right in your heart, and it
Yep.
connects. I mean, like you said, even if it's just one person, man, it's
Mhm.
like
If it's just
God,
one
man,
person.
It was all
I
worth
mean,
it.
build
It's
your
all worth it.
build your
It was all worth it.
ecosystem. Look at your friends. See what your friends are doing. Be inspired.
Mhm.
Sometimes you don't have to look that far.
Mm-mm.
It's not always about a personality. It's look at your own inner circle.
Yeah.
And if you're like, there's no inspo here, then maybe change that circle, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
Sometimes we outgrow.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Our
But remember when I said
situations.
this in one of our other episodes, right?
Yep.
Sometimes you're the person who has to uplift your circle.
Yep.
You can't always rely on your circle being people that are always above you, right?
Yep.
So, because if everyone thought like that, what happens to the people that need uplifting? Oh, you can't help me
You
out, so
can't
you're
help
on
me
your own.
Yeah,
They'll be on
Right.
their own
Just
forever.
chilling.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
on
Right.
the island.
So,
Dang, yeah.
but
gems.
yeah,
Gems.
we're gonna have to do another. I know we got to.
Whenever.
Peter's back there like, you guys are way over.
We are way over.
We're gonna-
There's so
we'll get
much to talk
We'll
about.
get to an episode 3 with
Yeah,
Maxwell.
whatever.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, to
Whatever.
get on Maxwell's schedule, obviously he came off the plane.
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
day,
yeah.
I'm looking at the gram.
the next one with
he's
Maxwell-
at the awards in London.
The
He's
next-
like all over the place. I'm like, Maxwell, do you need an assistant?
We're gonna do
Like, how do we?
the next
how
one.
do we
We'll
get
do a
on your
live. We're
calendar?
gonna do a live. Why don't we do
Oh
a? We should do a live episode and bring like a Maxwell, and like certain
let's go
people with
live.
us.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
cool.
That
And
could be
take
dope.
questions, like do a live
Yeah.
questionnaire episode from somewhere, whether it's Berkeley College or whether it's somewhere we decide.
Yeah.
Maybe
For
when
real.
when the weather breaks, we could do it
Yeah,
outside
just not
the
in this
street.
weather right
now.
We'll be outside like.
It is disrespectfully brick outside.
freezing.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah, it
But,
is disrespectfully cold.
But that's awesome, man. Thank you again
No,
for
it
coming.
is.
No, I love this,
thank
This is
you.
home, man. This is like
Thank you.
This
Yeah.
podcast is
So-
just another branch of what you could just get on
make
at
me
all
feel
times.
So more comfortable, bro. I'm telling you, this is I'm always you call. Let's set it up.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I love it. Listen,
Going
and
for it.
this pod is an example of just ask
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
see what happens, and
right.
that has been the fruition on both sides.
absolutely.
But Maxwell, before we break, what's
Yeah.
next?
Ooh, what's next?
Yes.
Dang. I think I really like we were saying a little bit ago. It's trying to find other ways to elevate, like we did with TikTok.
Yeah,
It's it's to find ways to still just challenge, like to through social media stuff that we've been doing at KTU, just finding ways to just keep on taking some of those
Yeah.
on-air things that we're doing and shift them into the digital space to bring more eyes over to meet some other goals. But I really do like some of the the camera stuff, man. It's fun. It's always
Yeah.
been fun for me, and it's always been just another creative.
it comes
outlet.
natural for you, man.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's
I
fun.
love
I
it.
just want to try to do that a little bit more. So, you know what I'm saying? Yes, since this is black ain't cracking, I'm gonna try to go for it as
Yeah.
long as I can.
And if it did, they got makeup for that, brother. If it did, they got makeup for that.
We'll figure it out.
Till next time.
Till next time. But thanks for tuning
Yeah.
in. This has been our first part 2
Yes.
in season 2
That's right.
with Maxwell from episode 2 to episode 10
Let's go.
with in Maxwell's house. Follow him on
Oh,
all of
thank
the
you.
socials. Check
you.
out his show
I'm there.
on 103.5 KTU.
Mm-hmm.
Be there. Yeah, step on into Maxwell's house. All I say is just wipe your feet before you come up in there, because the carpet, I want to keep it clean.
Yeah,
Baby.
yeah. Until his loud neighbor.
It's the upstairs
comes-
neighbor
till the
coming
upstairs
through.
neighbor comes in.
I got homeowners insurance. It's all good. Thank y'all, man.
All right, thank you for being here
No,
again. And
thank you.
till next time, guys, this is Teach Me Something.
With with Penny Dallas.
And DJ Pro Style, presented by Berkeley College.
Your potential is our promise. Visit us at www.berkeleycollege.edu. Hey, thanks for listening. Tune in next week
for all new episode of Teach Me Something.
brought to you by Berkeley College.